I'm an addict for sneakers.
Tonight was a good night. I had the chance to kick it on Instagram Live for about 2 hours with a lot of my supporters. We talked about music, we talked about sneakers, we talked about comic books, we talked about movies. It was a great time, and it brought a lot of people back to when I used to do the podcasts that were available on SoundCloud, on iTunes, the works. And a lot of people really started missing the podcast, and they were like, Delz, what happened to the podcast? Let me explain. Basically, for me to post hours and hours and hours of audio on these platforms, it was costing me money. And I just felt like it was too much money for me to dish out. Unfortunately, YouTube ain't paying like it used to pay, and that's fine. I'm still going to create videos. I never did YouTube to make money when I first started. It was nice when it peaked, and at one point I was doing pretty good, I gotta say, with YouTube, but it's not where it is today. And there's other things that are going on, like Patreon and other ways for creators to make their money. And a lot of people tonight were requesting, bless you, and there were a lot of people tonight that were saying, Delz, do the podcast, start it up again, make a Patreon, I will join. And the one thing is that it will be exclusive to Patreon members only. So if you're not a Patreon member, you're not hearing the show. That's the one thing a lot of people are like, we want to support you, just give us more content. Exclusive content. So I will start up a podcast again, exclusively to the diehard Team DJ Delz, Delz Nation supporters out there. The only way you'll hear the podcast is if you support the Patreon, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I see tons of creators doing Patreons, and I will definitely do an hour podcast, maybe even an hour and a half, depending on my time, but it'll at least be 1 hour every single week, as long as we get enough Patreon members. I mean, even if I get 10, I'm good. I'll do it. I'm sure it'll be more than that, but, you know, as long as we get some, and there's people out there that really want that, I will deliver. And there was a lot of people tonight on my Instagram Live that was requesting it, so I wanted to come here on YouTube and let you guys know, if you're one of these people that really miss the podcast, really miss listening to them, I will have it exclusive on my Patreon. Check it out. Join the Patreon. That will be linked in the description box below. Every week I will release one podcast, probably on a Saturday or a Sunday. That's when they will release. Maybe on a Monday. We will talk about sneakers. We will talk about current events. We will talk about movies, comic books, Funko Pops, whatever you guys want. You know, celebrities. It'll be Q&A. You will have the opportunity to also let me know what you want me to speak about. I will have that available exclusive through Patreon. It is a way for us to be interactive, and it will be a way for me to take care of the server without coming out of my pockets. I am at a point in my life where I'm on a little bit of a budget, man. I mean, honestly, I just had another kid, and it's just expensive uploading audio, hours and hours and hours. And I know some people will say, just upload it on YouTube. It's a lot of work uploading hours and hours of video on YouTube, and honestly, I barely have time right now to upload reviews. So if you guys want the podcast, I would love to do it. Join the Patreon today, and it is exclusive. You will be part of the family. Definitely join. Will be linked in the description box below. Thanks for your support. Thank you to everyone that's been buying the Sneaker Addict t-shirts. I mean, it's been like tons lately. I really, really appreciate it. I love seeing the photos of people wearing the Sneaker Addict t-shirts or showing their favorite kicks next to the Sneaker Addict t-shirts. I've been posting a lot of them on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So it's just really cool. I really try to create t-shirts that match some of my favorite sneakers that aren't corny, you know, like the quote-unquote sneaker tees where they have like the actual sneaker on the tee. Like, it incorporates things that I like and a lot of my following likes too. So definitely, if you haven't picked up this shirt yet, check it out in the description box below, and definitely join the Patreon. As soon as we get them Patreon members going, the podcast will be rocking. If I get enough in the next 48 hours, we will get the next podcast, the exclusive podcast for Patreon members only, on Sunday. I'm trying to deliver. Once again, this is people coming to me and me delivering back to you guys. For the people that have been asking me for this, for a Patreon page, for the podcast, this is my response. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button, and we got tons of sneaker videos. I'm still releasing sneaker reviews daily, so no worries. This is not me trying to pressure you into joining the Patreon either. I mean, this is for people that just like, they want more than just what I'm delivering right now. And if you're satisfied with just the sneaker reviews, I think that's fantastic. I appreciate all my subscribers. I don't want people to get misconstrued with the whole ordeal. This is for people that want more. They want me to feed them more content. So that's what this is all about, all right? Thank you, everyone, for all your support, and thank you for all your prayers with the new baby that came in. My son is born, baby Delz. I love you guys, for real. I mean, thank you for your support. We out.